Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 11th of December. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. And congrats again, PK Nugent. Really understanding all of everything pretty well, the satellite strategy all coming together, working out the math, understanding the positive EV, killing it on FanDuel where he knows I'm not poaching yet. Very smart. I got to get there. I just don't have a big bankroll over there because I didn't win a whole lot of money over there. So, whenever I have to deposit, it's an activation energy. So I got to put that behind me. It's smart. I do have a yelling about Monday Night Football video or just play Tajay Spears. You could just not watch that video and be a smart person. Play Tajay Spears at 8 to 10%, probably 10% after all the pumping I'm doing. Don't play Derrick Henry. And if he gets there for the fish, when I sound like one of those guys, but he obviously could get there. He's very good, but it's just he's a 50-50 back at this point. He's a 1A back. Anyway. All right. So on to the basketball video. Fun slate. Mark Williams ruled out and Mitchell Robinson ruled out. So some of the guys that are normally our favorite forkers are just the best values of the slate. We're locking in Nick Richards. We're locking in Isaiah Hartenstein. 75, 65%, whatever you're comfortable with. And we also have Duran out. And with Duran out, we're expecting Beef Stew to start at the 5 and to play a lot of the 5, aka get a lot of free points for Beef Stew. So Isaiah Stewart those are your core. Those three guys. I don't imagine we see anybody coming out that's better value than that at this. Who knows what happens. Up at the top, so I did my regular thing with pace. Let me talk about that first, I guess. There's some teams that are really fast, and Indiana's still really fast, and I think they're going to be really fast today against Detroit. I don't think Detroit has any chance to slow them down. Same in Philly and Washington. The team that's worse wants to play fast, so they're going to score a lot of points. I thought about it for a while about the Denver game. That's one where the pace, I still can't quite pin it down in my head what's going to go on in that Denver-Atlanta game. Because I thought I can't imagine Jokic running, but I can imagine Jokic slinging the ball very accurately 3/4 of the court to somebody who is running. So I undid that one for a bit. I think I kept a lot of Vegas lines. They're pretty sharp, but I tell you what, some of these teams are just bad, and I can't. I'm not really taking the under so much as I just don't want to play these teams in these environments. I don't want to play Chicago today, even against Milwaukee. I just don't think they're good. They could, one of those guys could go off, but it just feels like how are you going to pick between them anyway? None of those are great value guys. Maybe get to Kobe White or something today. I don't know. They're all just dicey. Same with San Antonio against Houston. Houston wants to play good defense. San Antonio wants to run, but against a team that's playing good defense, I'm not sure they're going to get to run. I don't know. I might take Houston down further. I just don't like that game. And then the Toronto game, what's going on with that one again? Toronto and New York. Ugh. They're two of the worst teams at pace. Not worst teams. They're fine teams, but they're slow. Both teams want to play slow. And this game wasn't at they were middling, like 110, 115. That's wrong. Take the under on this game if you have the ability. I would take alt line unders on this game. Is that possible? Can you take alt line unders? But for sure, that I don't know what's going on with this. It's going to be a low-scoring crap fest, and I don't want any of it in my DFS lineups. Okay, so that's my broad strokes changes. Besides that, there were a few other little tweaks I made. Number one at the top, I always rank order my best plays. Jokic is still the best play. He's had a couple bad games, but he's had bad games in historically bad center shooting. Do I think his historically bad center shooting, aka missing layups, missing little hook shots, is going to continue? No, I think he's going to get back to his old ways and absolutely smash. At 2.5%, back up the truck. At least 10% for me, or 10 times that ownership for me. And then Giannis, I think, is also going underrated despite the situation for him. He's just incredible. I also put Dad Luka in here for 65 points and still didn't get to any of him. At 1%, totally, all these guys are in play. All these guys are in my pool and will be in the pool. All of my late swaps, they're all in play. Any one of these guys at the top could go off all the way until I think I couldn't quite get to anybody on that Minnesota team today. They're all appropriately priced. And there's so many of them. We got teams with people missing, and when people are missing, you gotta hone in on that. And it's a 13 game slate. So, right. A little bit of broad strokes, strategy. This is only best plays. You have so many people to choose from here, right? There are 15 people on 26 teams. So an incredible, what is that number? 15 times 26. The number of people rosterable today is 390. What? This outrageous number of people. You must make choices. You cannot have 390 people. You have less than 10% of those people have been chosen today. So you got to make the top 10% today. It's not like that on a two-gamer, right? Like over at the football video, you don't have to make these kinds of choices, right? You have to play everybody. You have to consider everybody. You do not consider everybody today. Not everybody has a chance to win. So anyway, I have done that already and gone through and made you have to say yes and no to everybody. I know you just said there's 390 guys. Oh, one thing that makes it easier is this filter. People with projections of more than 25 only, because you, again, being selective, I think you're going to need that from every position today, even a guy who's min price, probably. There's not really anybody like that in play. I'm trying to see if I have any rules that mattered. Yes, the Atlanta Wings, still with Jalen Johnson out. We still haven't seen these prices properly adjust for Bay Hunter and Bogdan, because they've all been having pretty crappy games, one after another. But eventually, one of these guys is going to hit shots and get extended and absolutely smash. And I think max 2 out of 3 of them. Come on, Mr. Josh, what are you doing? Where are you going? There's nowhere to go. You got a cat looking like he's going to jump onto something that's not jumpable. So don't do that, please. All right, let's see. So I said the core plays. I said the value. Oh, I said the forks. Are there any more forks? Hurdle or Precious? It turned out neither one of them. Precious was impossible to get to for value, but Hurdle, I think I did leave buffed to like 36 or something, 32. I don't know, something of that nature. Yeah, I got a lot of these 32 guys today. So Capella, that stands out to me a little bit. Who are they playing against? What are you doing? Don't do that. Sorry, this must make compelling. Denver. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to necessarily square up a bunch of Capella against Jokic. So I'm not going to make that tweak. You can if you want. You heard me talking myself into that. Capella has been getting a little bit more time. Okongwu, a Capella Okongwu fork is totally on the table. But again, I probably won't go there. What's Okongwu's price? He's going to be unowned. Ooh, I can definitely see a situation where he gets extended with Capella foul trouble. So might pop him in the pool. We'll see. Undecided on that fork, but definitely I think it's very cute, right? If you're doing 150, it's not too cute. But for me, doing a 20 max, I think that's too cute. I don't think there's a 5% chance that Okongwu works out today. But there's probably a 1% chance. Say that Scotty Barnes, yeah, you could go there if you want to. I don't want to. What are some other value plays that I put on the board? I'm unsure about this Kevin Love situation. How many minutes are we giving him? 24? Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, I know everybody's out. Kevin Love and Orlando are definitely in play. I didn't get to any Orlando just because we're blessed with so much center value. I was thinking, can we just have a centers only slate where we pick 8 centers today, to start? I mean, I think that would be fun today. And a lot of times that wouldn't be fun. But today, a centers only slate would be really fun. But as a result, it's just tough. You got so many. What are you going to choose from? You've got Jokic, Nick Richards. Nick Richards and Hartenstein are 2 of the best plays on the slate. So you've already locked up like 1.3 of them in your two slots. So you have 0.7 of a center left. Neither one of them's eligible for power forward. Oh, I wish they were. That does raise the question: how much are we projecting PJ Washington for? Haha, money. Because he should have more minutes at the 5 with Mark Williams out. So we're buffing PJ Washington as well. Got to make sure that you catch all stuff like that. Now, there's only a 15% chance that he smashes at the backup 5 because he likes to hang out on the wing sometimes. So I don't know if he actually does smash, but I'll get to a little more PJ Washington than I was. I don't really understand having Sohan in here. at 20%. I don't want that. I'm just going to unclick that. I don't want Jeremy Sohan today. The problem is like there's not a lot of guard value right now. Let's hope something opens up at shoot around or something. There are 400 guys, right? So if one or two of them miss, that could all change. Let's hope it changes though, because this is, I mean, guard value real gross. I don't want to really play high. I mean, actually, you know what? I say that we have an overpriced Tyus Jones who nobody is going to get to in a game where that game's going to probably shoot out, playing behind a guy who's being really unreliable. And even if he does well, like he could play over a number of people. So you don't just have to have Jordan Poole doing Jordan Poole things. But Tyus Jones is a player that definitely, I haven't buffed this number independently at all. That's just because I think it's a fast game that I'm getting to pieces. But I like the pieces. I like having him. I'm less certain about Brandon Miller. I know we've got guys out still for, I mean, guys out. Which guy? It's LaMelo, right? Yeah, the big guy out. So with LaMelo out, there's tons of usage to go around. We got Gordon Hayward here, who is on Charlotte still. I've double checked. But Brandon Miller's still got to hit his shots. 30% chance he hits his shots. I guess he's shooting threes. Yeah, he's underowned. I mean, at 11%, that is okay. That's a play. It's a play that I'm not firm and confident on, and I might go to 15% on. But all right, yeah, I don't feel strongly about the rest of these. I do think Bruce Brown and who's the other small big guy, Obi Toppin, are like people don't want those guys all of a sudden. Those guys were like massive value and massive chalk for a number of slates. I know Bruce Brown had a huge foul trouble letdown game last game. Same thing for Obi Toppin, right? But in any case, they've been punished with like banishment or something by people. I don't think they should be banished. These are guys with eligibility today. You got guys with F's by their names today. That's way if they're guys who are going to play maybe some center, because I mean, who do we have? We don't have Duran out there today. We got little guys out there today for Detroit. No offense, Beef Stew. I mean, I do know how Isaiah Stewart height 6'8" and weight. So he is smaller. Okay, he is huge. Wow, 250. Geez, Beef Stew. Okay, so he is smaller than Obi Toppin in terms of his like height, but bigger. He's much bigger than both Jackson and Toppin. There's no solution to the problem that will be Beef Stew today for Indiana. Wait, what? I mean, sorry, we have Miles Turner, so they have no problem with the problem that is Beef Stew. I mean, in terms of his actual size. The backup, I mean, so I guess we're thinking about backups now for Detroit. Who is their backup center? Livers? Is that Livers today, maybe? They might run some small ball Livers. Yeah. Oh, Wiseman. I'm sorry. Yeah, Wiseman's too big. I mean, he's terrible. You could put Obi Toppin on him, but he's big. So one of these days, maybe Wiseman will dominate someone the size of Obi Toppin. But until I see him do it, I'm still fine. I think they could be disrespectful and play Obi Toppin against Wiseman, but they have been going Jackson. And Jackson's been fine in the minutes. What do we got? I mean, he's just not going to get enough minutes on this kind of slate. Yeah, Isaiah Jackson not in play. I mean, Miles Fork if you want it, because I mean it's a high scoring game, but like I think the forks are too cute for this kind of slate. Like I'm saying, top 10% stuff. It's yeah, maybe it gets there, but is it more than 10% odds? I don't know. Probably not on this kind of slate. We want a slate where there's like 4 games and like guys like 1% owned despite a 25% chance he gets there. That's where we're looking for. We don't really have that kind of edge in the fork today, right? So a little bit of extending Pirtle, but Precious is still too cute, that kind of thing. All right, just trying to clarify, since I taught you guys something powerful, don't overuse it. Make sure you're using it appropriately, etc. Same thing with like, this is a classic slate. We don't need geomean of ownership. There's so many choices. There's 390 guys. 390 choose 8 is infinity lineups. 390 choose 8. Come on, math. 390 choose 8. Oh, that's a second. So 1 to 16 possible lineups today. What even is that number? Like giga, what is it? I don't even know how to say that. So anyway, there are a ton of lineups today. Don't worry about the geometric mean of your ownership. Individual ownership does not matter today. Anybody who is saying don't play a chalk, whatever, stupid. That's stupid. Do not have an ownership limit today. That's stupid. Okay. All right. Now that I've yelled at you for no reason early in the morning, I'm gonna dial that back and say, you're good enough, you're strong enough. And gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. And it might as well be us. Yes, it's got to be someone.